One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Spits it out to the back. The short hands, it's Cochran. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UNLV's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Snags it quickly on the left. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Cochran. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a one-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Humphries. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running. Ten, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Making side adjustments here. Going right to work up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cochran.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphries. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Pulled and fired complete. And that's a very productive 1st down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Still on his feet. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything, there is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Hunt is in the air. Corrals it at the 45. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Might be calling a hot route. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion.
Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Cochran. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Rourke. Complete on the comeback. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Quick completion on the outbound. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Buys a little, and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Beasley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Cochran. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, because this defense has already given up a lot of yards through the air to this quarterback, they're starting to play back. The guys are dropping in zone coverage, hoping not to get burned. What they're not expecting, though, is for him to take off and running it. When you drop guys out in zone coverage, there's a lot of open space right over the ball. Quarterback saw it that time. The first time in the game, he's decided to scramble, but it was a good decision.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Cochran. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
He's got him. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
UNLV 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Under fire. And wings it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Got it behind the line. It's Atkins. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead and they just want to finish strong. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Back to pass on second down. Might be looking to run. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Fresno State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. If this were a wider field... maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Oh, they're after him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the marker. It's Cochran. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hit.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Rides the back and leaves it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The option look. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees this defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wants to throw. It's Rourke. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cochran. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
UNLV 0.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And they found...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds space on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
The give out of the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet. And
the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The the defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now improvising. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.